hope you all are well. Um, I am glad the sun is shining. That we have, I think it's like 50 some degrees today. I had to turn the heat off, of course, and I wish I had a screen open, but I can't do that. I have my glass door, my storm door with the glass in it. Usually, in the spring and summer, I have a screen door. I can't lift the screen on the side door because I can't get it up or down. It's so hard. I have to have my brother do it. Um, okay, I have a list because I have to. I can't just, I mean, I can sit here and talk and talk and talk, but about what? We had this discussion the last time. So you guys gave me ideas of what to talk about. First of all, the news. Don't watch it. Too much garbage, too much stuff that gets me upset, makes me cry. Politics, don't want to hear any of it. I voted. That's all. I just don't want to talk about it. I mean, there's too much. I'm not saying people shouldn't talk about it. They can. But I'm not going to. So that's one thing I will not talk about. So the news is pretty much out. I could talk about other things on TV. But the first thing I'm going to talk about is this is really difficult for me. I've been taking pain medication for like 7 years. I changed rheumatologist, which my rheumatologist before this new one, she told me she was going to probably cut me off soon. The rheumatologist I went to will not write it for me. So I've had to try to wean myself down after being on them for 7 years. And I've been having a bit of withdrawal. My back hurts so bad. I can't even explain to you because I need back surgery again. So the fact that they just cut me off, I think, is really mean. Like, they know we're going to go through withdrawal. They know this. It's a fact. So I've been getting hot and cold and nauseated and stuff like that. I know it's withdrawal, but it's not nearly as bad as in 2003. I had 3 back surgeries because I had staph infection. And they had to, the first surgery was, they went in there, took my discs out and fixed that and closed me back up. I left. They told me that I was going to have somebody come and check the dressing on my back. Well, it was leaking. This is gross. If you don't want to hear gross stuff, you better leave right now because this is nasty. So I had stuff pouring out of my back. It was infection. And it was getting on my shirt. And I was like, is this supposed to do this? And he was like, oh, I wasn't even out of the hospital for a day. So I had to go back to the hospital. And they tried to give me a whole bunch of antibiotics to get it better. I was sent home again after 5 days. It did the same thing, and I had to go back. The only way that they could take care of it was the second surgery. They went in and they opened my back, which I have probably a scar about as long as a ruler on my back. And from them cutting it twice and then closing it, it's a deep scar. It's disgusting. So anyway, even if I can't see it, I can feel it. So it's gross. So they had to go in and open my back and leave it open, the wound open. And it was a deep wound. They packed it every day with 50 yards of packing. I screamed, even on morphine. It hurt so bad. You can't even imagine the pain I went through when they opened my back and kept it opened and did that packing every day. It was horrible. Horrible. So I was in the hospital for 2.5 months through this whole thing. I got on morphine for the whole 2.5 months. Every 10 minutes, 1.5 milligrams, which is a lot of morphine every 10 minutes. So my back was getting better. It wasn't the infection. Oh, another thing. I may not get to talk about everything else because I'm telling you this story. So they close it up, but before they do that, they're giving me vancomycin, which is the strongest antibiotic that there's out there, at least when I got my surgery. And it was just tearing up my veins. So they went everywhere in my arms, my hands, at the top of my arms. They said they were going to have to go in my feet. No, thank you. Or put a PICC line in. So, and if you don't know what a PICC line is, it goes through your vein and down to your heart. It goes in your arm. So they did it in my upper arm. They told me it would take about 25 minutes to get it in there. Well, my veins are so small that I could feel them hitting the side of my veins. It was weird. But anyway, it hurt. So instead of taking 25 minutes, which I'm laying on a hard surface with my back opened, so I'm dying in pain. I still have my morphine, click, morphine, every 10 minutes. It turned out to be an hour and 45 minutes to get my PICC line in. So they could give me medicine, take my blood, and whatever. There was 3 things hanging off of it on my arm, my upper arm. So I had to get a PICC line and stay in there. I can't remember how long my back was opened, but it was a long time. And through this whole thing, I couldn't take a shower. He said, now you get a sponge bath, but that's just it. You can't. I went 2 months without a shower. I know that's sick. Sorry, but that's reality. And I hadn't had my hair washed. They give you those caps that are supposed to... No, it made my hair gummy. It was so gross. So this student nurse came in one day, and I nearly begged her to figure out how to wash my hair somehow, because he told me I can't bend over, I can't do anything. So she went and got a baby bath, and she had me lean my head back on the side of it, which hurt, but I didn't care. And she washed my hair. It was the greatest thing ever. She washed my hair. So, I keep looking at the time. No, I'm not going to be able to talk about anything else, so this is what you get today. Where was I? Oh, finally, they closed my back up. It was healing right. I had a million staples in my back. And so I was in there 2.5 months on morphine. They just take it away. Don't wean me down. I was on 1.5 milligrams every 10 minutes for 2.5 months. That's a lot of morphine. They should have weaned me down. So he takes it away from me, and I I start getting not going into withdrawal. I start throwing up foam. I'm cold. I'm hot. I mean sweat is dripping off my hair and fingers. Then I get cold and I cover myself up and I'm freezing. And then it just keeps getting worse and worse. And he came in and I begged him to put me back on it and wean me down. And he said no. And I said to him, I barely remember saying this, I said, if I see you outside of this hospital, I'm going to kill you. That was the morphine withdrawal talking. I wouldn't have killed him. But that withdrawal was horrible. Now, this withdrawal is not even close to that. But I didn't want this either, you know? So I think it's very unkind that doctors are doing this. To people with real pain. And the fact of the matter is I'm not going to sit here and cry like a baby because I can't have pain medication. But it is wrong for them to just take you off of something and not help you get off of it. It's wrong. I don't care who talks to me about it. I've been through serious withdrawal where I felt like a junkie when I was in the hospital. And then now I'm having minor withdrawal, which I shouldn't have even had, you know? So I'm a little upset about that. Well, I'm a lot upset about that. So withdrawal has happened to me 2 times now. Neither one my fault. That's my whole point. There's people that sell drugs out there, OD on drugs, and that's what it's making it hard for us that really have pain issues to get medication to help us. So my rheumatologist is sending me to a pain clinic, which is not until March. So now I'm on 1 pill a day now, because I have to have at least one right now or I'm going to be withdrawing more than I am. So this is the whole truth, guys. I'm just laying it out for you. I need another back surgery, and the doctor said he would have to put pins and rods in my back. Now that's only one, what are they called? A back doctor. What are they called? She sent me to a neurospine surgeon, and he looked at my back and said, you have 2 or 3 protruding discs out, which I have degenerative disc disease anyway. So I don't want to get that surgery with my back the way it is already. So I don't know what to do about that. And there's one more thing. I don't have much time because I'm getting close to 15 minutes. It's 14 now. I'm thinking about getting the gastric sleeve surgery that helps you lose weight. I haven't made up my mind. There's things that I have to check on. I don't even know if my insurance will pay for it. I have to have a doctor's order. I have to be seeing a psychiatrist, which I am. I talked to one of my friends today, and she was talking about, because she had the sleeve done. So, that was Wheel of Fortune on my phone. So, I'll keep you guys updated on that. So, I'm going to go now, and next time I'll tell you everything. Sorry I got on the subject of my back. But anyway, I love you all. Bye, everyone.